That should be working there. In there, making sure everything's looking okay, sounding all right. Ooh, flaming unicorn head, flaming unicorn horn. That's actually pretty awesome. I like that. I like that. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. All right. Just want to make sure that anyone watching can hear, see all that fun stuff. Crazy. What am I doing here? I want to take a look at. I'm going to be continuing the story. Hey, the Dragon 133. How's it going today? Hopefully your day is awesome and or amazing. Hopefully both. Awesome and amazing. Andrea, hey there. I talked to you. Hey there, Andrea. Oh, and Andrea says hi in the comments there too. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing okay there, Andrea and the Dragon. You guys having a great, awesome. What is it? Friday today? Sorry, it's a day late. Normally, I do my Final Fantasy XIV streams on Thursday. Something came up, so I wasn't able to do it then, so I'm doing it now. So no free game Friday. We're doing Final Fantasy free game Friday. I'll be back next week with a couple. I think there's a couple different games I can go with next week, so I'm kind of excited for that. Actually, 3 free games on the Epic Game Store this week. It looks like a bunch of adventure games, which is at least one adventure game, one that looks like to be like a novelization thing, and one that looks like a cool, like you get to play as like a wolf or a fox or something. Looks kind of cool. Lots of interesting games. That's what I love about games. There's always something kind of fun and cool to play. But today we're going to be doing more Final Fantasy XIV, trying to go through the story a bit more. That's the plan today. So we got Eyes Unclouded, which we're getting. I think we're nearing the end of the base game. So the weekend's pretty amazing there, the Dragon. Yeah, weekends are always nice. I really like weekends. I was gonna check here just to make sure where I am in the story, because I can never remember. There's so much going on with the story of this game, and the different patches add different things. I know patch, what is it, 5.5 just came out today, which is pretty awesome. I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. Yeah, sorry, I'm still in patch 2.4, Dreams of Ice. It looks like I'm about to hit patch 2.5 before the fall, part 1, and then 2.55, and then we get the Heaven Sword. So I still got I still got a couple more missions in 2.4, and then there's 2.5, and then 2.55, and then we get the Heaven's Ward, which I'm very excited about. Which I still have. Where's my? I'm still gonna level up my Lancer. It should still give me enough time to do it. If I go to, I think my Lancer. We're 35 right now. Out with my Lancer, which is awesome. Actually, let's put that new gear I got. Yay, new gear! And then we should actually save. Can I reassign gear? There we go. There we go. That's how you do it. So at that point, I'll get my Lancer up to 50, so only 50 more levels. So shouldn't take very much time, which I'm very, very, very excited for. To get my Lancer. My plan is actually when I get to before I do Heaven's Sword, I might as well say this now. Some people are watching. Dollar say it's so much fun. There's so much for this game. Looking from Just Like Lance, there is so much of this, which is awesome. And Orion sent me 4. Is that pounds or euros? I can never remember what the thing. But thank you so much for that. Oh. Like the little for you little thing, a little coffee mug. I like that. Cheers to you there, Orion. Thank you so much for that. That does put a smile on my face. To quote a awesome villain, which I think went out way too early in the MCU, which is awesome. for you. Thank you so much. All right. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the I think they call them super chats, right? It's pounds. Okay, I can never remember. You over there with your European and British monies, and my Canadian. Okay, so the euro looks like that. Okay, I can never remember the difference, but again, thank you so much. But yeah, with our Canadian like Monopoly money, because it's so colorful and stuff, that's what my American friends call it, Monopoly money. That's worth basically nothing. But yeah, as I was saying, my plan is to get my Lancer to level 50, and then get to the story part right before Heavensward, or maybe near the end of 2.55. I'll switch over, and then do one episode that's essentially just doing all of the Lancer and then Dragoon story. I think I've only done like the first little bit of it to get the Lancer started. I haven't done like any of the story missions itself, so I've got lots of story content to do there. So I'm really excited for that. Should be a lot of fun. Lots of stuff going on in this game. This game's got so much, and there's so much coming out. New expansion later this year. I can't wait to catch up. Give me another like 4 years and I'll catch up to the current content. Orion said you're welcome. A little bit back for the years of good content. Thank you so much. I have been doing, oh my gosh, it's been what, 4 years? A little more than 4 years since I really started this channel. And it's been, not gonna lie, it's been a blast. It's had some good times and some rough times, but I'm still having so much fun with it. I wish I could be more consistent. My plan is I've got a backlog of videos. That's why there hasn't been any regular videos this week. I wanted to kind of get more of a backlog to make sure I'm not missing. I'd rather miss a week or two of content than to keep it doing like piecemeal as it's been. So my plan is to next week come running, have my main series on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and still do streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then leave my weekends for playing with you guys. So that's the plan. There is some more things I want to throw into it. I want to start doing some lore videos for the different games, specifically Guild Wars 2. I think it'd be a lot of fun to do some lore stuff on that. And then I want to start doing maybe some other games. I got some ideas, some other types of games, maybe some like real-time strategy games or some action adventure games, maybe bring back Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Lots of different ideas I got, but I'll be doing some videos kind of explaining my plans for that. Not anytime soon. That'll probably be next month that I start getting that stuff out, but yeah, really excited for what I'm currently doing, and I'm so glad you guys have been enjoying the content for like what, 4 years. You guys have been putting up with me and my voice and my being so bad at video games. But thank you guys so much. And Orion, thank you so much for the support and the super chat. And thank you everyone that's like joined me in game. Just thank you guys all. You guys are all just so much. You guys have made this so much fun and amazing. And yeah, Virtually Mint, welcome. Hey, how's it going? Enjoy the journey. You can only do it for the first time once. Yes, and that's something a lot of you guys have told me. Is because like all the games I've been playing, all the Guild Wars and Star Wars and Final Fantasy here, it's my first time going through those stories, and so many people have said that they're excited because they can't do it again, so it's kind of fun seeing me go through it for the first time. But yeah, I actually, it's been, yeah, congrats on 4 years. Oh my gosh, it's been I think it's been 4 years. Oh my gosh, has it really been? Oh my gosh, time flies, that's for sure. But having fun with it. I think I've been doing Final Fantasy content for a little over a year now. This is what, like 42, 43 episodes, so I haven't quite done one once a week, but yeah. Enjoyed the little sitting there. What's the name of that race again? I can't remember. Oh, why is it? Can't remember the name of that race. I know I saw them in Final Fantasy XII, I think, for the first time-ish. But either way, yeah. Actually, I got some other friends that I haven't talked to in like, actually one friend I hadn't talked to in like a couple of years. We randomly started talking about Final Fantasy XIV together. Vera? Okay, that's what they're called. But yeah, they're pretty awesome. Ooh, that's cool stuff. Man, I thought my armor looked cool, and everyone's got some cool looking armor and pets and stuff. But yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to invite you guys to the party, just in case. So I will hop in the Discord if we start doing stuff together, but I am going to continue on with the story, so I need to talk to Minfilia. If the Rising Stones, let's take a look at this. So, implications of Iceheart's actions are not lost on Alphinaud, who is eager to discuss them with your colleagues at the Rising Stones. Return to him in Mordona and report to Minfilia, which is kind of awesome. Also, yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced and stuff like that. Yeah. That, because I think Final Fantasy XII and Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced take place in the same world, I believe. I'm not sure if the original Tactics was, but I know Tactics Advanced, I believe they're in the same world. Which is, Tactics Advanced is so good. I'm gonna play through that again. My Game Boy Advanced. Alright, but let's continue on. Let's continue on with the story here. Final Fantasy is such a good series. I'm really excited for what is it? Final Fantasy 7, like that kind of side. I can't remember the name of the side story with Yuffie. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for that. Oh, also, if anyone wants to play from Final Fantasy XIV with me, I will be on. Well, I'll do my best to be on. My goal is to be on tomorrow at about 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So about this time tomorrow, I'm gonna be on playing with my Lancer, maybe running some dungeons. If there's enough of us, we'll do some open world stuff. You know, that fun stuff. Run around, do some stuff. Level up. Gotta get to level 50 soon. Gotta hit it probably in the next couple weeks here. I'm excited to see how that goes. But yeah, if you guys want to play some with me and stuff, where I'm not streaming, just kind of playing for the fun of it, that should be fun. You can maybe also do the Hatching Tide event if you like, on your free time or here, because it's still going on until the 28th. Starts in Granada. Oh, is that like the holiday event? There, the dragon. Can I get an awesome like mount? Like can I get like a mount that lets me hide inside of a snowman? Why did that word so hard for me to call it snowman? All right, so let's talk with Minfilia here. Minfilia. I'm just excited for more voice acting.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it.
I don't think I'm ready to speak of anything, and I love that.
Excellent. I shall summon the others at once.
Oh, no mount, but a cool suit? Okay, maybe I will do that. Maybe a chance I'll do that this weekend sometime. Maybe I'll stream it or something.
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
As certain as we can be that good King Mogglmog XII was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
I haven't really looked at his staff before. I kind of like to look at his little staff here. Also, hey Patrick, hey Galactic. Hopefully your day's having a good Friday.
Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say... Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard-Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
So... yeah, I don't... Because again, with the primals, they're like, yeah, primals can only be summoned with these crystals and from beastmen, and now all of a sudden... Because again, Moogle summoning King... their primal, but they were still beast, right? So that kind of made sense. Now that Iceheart's kind of summoned Shiva without all that, I mean, she still uses crystals. But like, would that mean that like other groups could summon different primals if they wanted to? I don't know. Kind of confused. Hey, Tikal. I'm excited to see how this. Ooh. Oh, it's a weapon. Oh, weapon 110 weapon coffer. What is my current weapon? My current weapon is 130. Yeah, it's not gonna be good enough for me, but I just got up from a nap. What do you miss? Not too much, just kind of getting started. We explained, our character talked and explained what happened to everyone, which yeah, I don't think he really talked very much, because yeah, Lunith doesn't talk. He's mute. So I meant to scour the annals of knowledge of Midgard-Zoma. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few. Do you hear that? The commotion outside. Would you see if aught is amiss? Okay, let's go see what's going on outside. Leave the Sola. Okay, where are we headed? What's going on here? Oh, there's something going on with the little army here. Lunith, it is well that you are in hand. I have a problem. Raleigh has escaped. It happened shortly after the Immortal Flames took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain, along with 2 guards. His plane she received inside help. Oh boy. Citizens report seeing Raleigh quitting the city via the gate of Nald and with a bloodied spear in her hand. For some reason, she's guilty, right? But for some reason, I think she's being manipulated somehow. I don't know. For some reason, I think she still might not be all bad. She makes for the Castrum Meridium. I'm certain of it. With her fate in Erosia as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to flee to Imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilberd and his first are hot upon Raleigh's heels. Pray make haste for Camp Blue Fog, and join in the hunt. Can do. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being overly optimistic that she might not be as evil as she might be. You might recall that the rebellious use of Little El Amigo tried summoning... Oh, they did, Andrea. I totally forgot that. Lucky now? Okay, cool. That's reasonable. Yeah, it's one of these things where like the primals are like, okay, this is how the primals work. And then all of a sudden they're working completely different than what we originally thought. So excited to see how that goes. And Zachary, say hi. Hey, how's it going, Zachary? Again, hopefully having a good Friday. Where are we headed to now? We're headed to Thanalan. Thanalan. And Blue Fog. Not Blue Frog, because that would be mispronouncing that. And that would be silly. Who would mispronounce something like Blue Fog? Reading's hard, okay? I was also gonna sort my items here, make sure I got... Okay, still gonna sell these. I'm almost keeping them out of spite now. Just because I can. Alright, let's talk with you here, Ilrid. You on your way there to go? Okay, cool. So my thanks for coming, Scion. I've spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Roali walked through the camp not a bell ago. She walked right through. You did not miss here. We have Ruban's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her, and so here we are. Roali must not be allowed to read Castrum Meridium. Andrew, you thought it was Blue Frog for ages yourself, and your boyfriend did too. I'm not alone. Yay. Oh, man. Okay, we're headed here. Let's hop on a mount. Hey, Maggie. There's such a connection to Maggie because of those missions where you helped her, and then she came back and saved you. What are you guys hanging out here for? Something going on over here? Oh, you're doing fishing? Fishing up there? That's weird. But hey, you do you. Don't need to be repaired right now. Oh, here's my destination. I mean, it's not like we haven't attacked the Castrum ourselves before, so even if she made it, I'm sure we could do it. Oh, that's the final coils. Nope, I don't want to do those. You watched Free Practice 1 and 2? Yeah, I haven't had a chance to check those out yet. I was going to do that later tonight. But I heard things were very interesting. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Sky fishing, you'll get there eventually. Sky fishing, it's a thing? Okay. Get the dragon. Duty calls, commence battle for the reason. Rally? The level sync thing. Oh, I have to leave the group, okay. I need to leave the cardi, okay. Didn't realize that was coming. Okay, it's syncing me to level 50. I am level 54 now, though. Okay, this wretch was Raleigh. He threw himself at us that his mistress might escape. Oh, maybe she is bad. I don't know. She didn't blink when we cut him down, not even when he started screaming, no loyalty, even to her own. That God's damned harpy. What? Or with me, Scion, we almost have her. Okay, let's go get her. Coils once per character is enough, you agree? Yeah, I'll eventually do it again. Probably, for the fun of it. It's been a minute since you watched. Yeah, it's been a slow grind to 54 with the end content. What mounts do I have? I'll actually show them off when I finish this. We can't do my mounts. So what are we doing here? We need to defeat. Oh, we got 25 minutes to defeat their friends here. We'll focus on the cohort Centurion first. Come on. To her friends first. What the heck? Deathclaw, those look kind of awesome. Oh, are those the things you guys have had as mounts that are like holding you up, I think? Oh, we got ourselves a Colossus here. I like how even like the robots have like death animations like that. Like, no, that hurts. I mean, who knows? Maybe in this world it does. They do feel pain. Who knows? Those guys just keep coming back, or am I? Wasn't doing any damage to him. Let's focus on her then. I'm doing some damage. He's almost down. Level question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm guessing 50. Not gonna lie, everything else in this thing is 50. I guess all my allies are... I don't get why they're question mark. Oh, can we not finish her off until we finish everything else off? Okay. Good to know. Whoop. Man, the Empire has like the coolest machine things though. I'll give them that. Oh gosh, there's another one over here. I could probably just take the hits, to be honest. Oh, I'm starting to take damage. I don't like that. Okay, you get out of the way. Oh, the Dragon, he said that the question mark use the usual boss type enemies that don't really fit levels. Okay, that makes sense then. There we go. Duty completed. Can't. I'm not gonna lie, it took a lot of us to take her down. Bind her and do it tight. Yes, sir. Can't have her escaping again. Good work, men. She and her Imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames, people looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you fallen so low. What would you know of low? You, a spoiled little lordling who has never known any want. People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it your God's-given right to rule over others. You might know not of our plight, the injustice that we low-born Ishgardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to do to survive. Stealing, killing, even whoring myself. It is no fault of mine. If fools imagine me a paragon when I join the flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you the only person ever to have suffered. In case you've forgotten, Ul'dah himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth, with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others their fortunes. We accepted the hand we had been dealt, and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle, aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it upon the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different then? 'Tis true that we were both mercenaries of lowly birth, and 'tis true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my soul, you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. Sold sword, not soul. If life has taught me one thing, it is that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than to raise a hand against a friend. But enough talk. You will return to Ul'dah to face justice, and the people whose trust you have dragged through the gutter. Alright, so she really was bad. Maybe I'm just too trusting. Oh, man. Oh, it's because they take more damage than something a level 50 should. Oh, you found a nice meme there, Zachary. Awesome. Oh, good evening from, how's South Africa doing there, John? Hopefully you're having a good day there. Often not so much as a hint of remorse. It is well that this sword business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Ruben chose his. Ooh, we didn't get that weapon coffer. You know, stuff with that.
I have heard. Truly bothersome business. No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Roban. There is no telling what the brute might do.
Roban, okay.
Have the blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace. Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while.
Oh, this guy. When are we gonna slay this guy?
Nanamo Ul'namo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Oh, you're still alive but very busy with family. Hopefully, busy with family. Hopefully everything's going all right for you there, John. Fort. I was going to take a look at, where is the weapon coffer? Is that maybe a weapon containing a level 110 item? Determined by current job or class at time of opening. Okay, so I can open it with like my Lancer and potentially get a Lancer weapon then. Actually, you know what? I'm kind of curious. Let's quickly do that. And then I'm going to open this. What did I get? What did I get? I don't even know what I got with it. But I'm guessing something that's better than my recommended? No. Oh, okay. I'm guessing I got the Liberator. Gonna be my guess. Which is an awesome looking lance. Ooh, I'm actually kind of excited to get to level 50 and use that. Ooh, cool. Alright, so let's switch back to my Paladin. Show some mounts. Oh yes, I'll show the mounts. Where is... I gotta have a thing with just my mounts, right? Mount guide, okay. Currently I've got not that many, so I've still got my Zero mount. Zero. With the awesome armor that Zero's got. And then I've still got... Whoop. Then I've still got Maggie. Who's awesome. And then I've got a Behemoth now. Which definitely looks angry. Then I love how you're right. It's just like, just chill and relax. Yeah, I need to be level 50. Yeah, I can't wait to be level 50 to get that. And then I've got a flying chair. Who doesn't want just like a flying chair? Ooh, what the heck is that? That looks awesome. All right, let's hop out of that. Yeah, just that chair looks really comfy. Not gonna lie. Then I've got my Dalmel, although I just call it my flying giraffe, which is look at it. It's like it's so cute. It's like the cross between like a giraffe and like a camel and a dinosaur or something. I don't know. It looks awesome. I like that one a lot. And then for the Christmas event, I got a snowman. Which I love. And then when you're flying with it, you pop out its head. So much fun. Ooh. Whoa, Hellion! Wow, that is some armor for your chocobo. That's for sure. All right, so let's okay, that's a dinosaur there. You got a motorbike here. You guys have such awesome mounts. Okay, so let's oh, you're already in another party. You guys have to send me an invite or something like that. You'll find out what that lion thing is in the current expansion. Ooh. I need to eventually get there. Alright, let's go talk with Elephant here. Alright, so he's oh, there we go. That. There we go. Ask a favor of you? Okay. What favor? So Captain Ilvard and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to General Ruban, and that shall be the end of it. Your work here is done, my friend. My thanks. But I have one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and appraise Minfilia on all that has happened. I'm aware that Minfilia held Ul'dah in high regard. For better or worse, she will want to know how this tale ends. All right. Let's head back, I guess. Back to Mordona. Yeah, and I know what? Yeah, 5.5 just came out this week, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys got a bunch of it done. I'm not sure how much you guys finished of it, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the story part. I think there's like another raid and some more trials and stuff like that. There was one party. Yeah, Andrea had the motorcycle. You still you have the motorcycle? Cool. Yeah, that was from an event from forever ago or something like that, right? I also heard the game just got a big update on if you're playing it on PS5 too. Got like a nice new update. I'm excited to get more mounts eventually, virtually mint also. Soon, baby. Go mount hunting.
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Alfino.
Alfino, French words.
To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent. I know not what to say. Together with Robon, Eline lent us much needed aid at the time of our Order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Scions. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled. My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with White Auracite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Ascian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone...
In addition to Orocyte's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Habrea.
During that encounter, Hydaelyn bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Habrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Hydaelyn placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Hydaelyn did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white Orocyte? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
'Twould seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests on the Orocyte. And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
Oh boy, we got a motley crew here. I like it.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Val. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
Aye, yet the mystery endeth not with the isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement, but I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the Dark Beings call the One True God. We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
Let us cling together. Alright, so let's complete that. Boop-a-doo-boo. Let's see. Okay, so it's the... Oh, it's actually the PS5 version running backwards. That's cool. That's a good way to do it, I think. Ooh, more cutscenes. Cool.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald.
Wait, so you say it's like Ryu? That's oh my gosh, I'm so bad at pronouncing things, guys. I apologize.
But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the media project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Voris Zos Galvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
Seven hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Huh, triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me. By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, Huayu must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Wayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, monitorous scum! Your crimes will not go unpunished! One day I will purge this land of your sickness! Before the eyes of the 12, I swear it!
Oh, I love that yell there. Oh my gosh. Oh man. What story?
I shall have no further need of you this day.
It's Wayu? Oh, the reason. Oh, okay. Yeah, the quest puns. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's so many puns in this game. Andrea and the Dragon. You like. Andrea, you said if it bleeds, we can kill it is your favorite, or bring your water to the slaughter is your favorite. There, the Dragon. Aw, I love all the puns in this game. They're very like, what do they call it, like dad jokes or uncle jokes. I love it.
Your Grace.
Nothing happens to
Fear
her.
that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Ever since you proposed the Cartona Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The Monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the Monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Ul'dah whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Ul'dah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monitorists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Eorzea can ill afford for the immortal flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah.
The true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monitorists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people. For Ul'dah to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Rauban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Ul'dah.
Huh.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monitorists shall cease to be. Ul'dah will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people.
This won't end badly.
Rauban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
Well, this food looks pretty good. There's too many lists there. Yeah, there's a lot of fun puns. Why So Serious is a good one. I like the Cal. How long till the next level? Probably a few more episodes. Oh my gosh! And don't level up very fast when you. I mean, I'm level 50 now. Well, 54, but from like 50 onwards, like I'm not gonna level up very fast until I get out of the kind of patches at the end game content. It's not like other games like Star Wars. You kind of just keep speed leveling it. And a lot of my characters are way over leveled by the time they get to end game stuff. Not like that with Star Wars or like Final Fantasy. When it gets to like end game where you should have been 50, you don't really get a lot of experience. Hey there, Ender Panda. All right, let's talk with Minfilia then. Good intentions. I think this is the start of, if I'm not mistaken. Is this the start of 2. This is the start of 2.5. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Minfilia, what's going on here? What does Minfilia see all day? She doesn't see very much. She just stares. You just stare at this door all day. Is that it, Minfilia? All right. She considered. So that would have been like the end of 2.4. So you guys would have had to wait a couple months before 2.5 then for this next content. So she's considered which of her many responsibilities demands her utmost attention. All right. What are we doing next? What's going on? So I'm most eager to address the Askian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. I think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days I wonder if it was wiser for us to take on so many, or if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. Were not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason? True that we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. That's true. Luneth, in particular, is ever a steady hand, who I trust to continue to support the Braves. A stoic nod, that's all we need. Welcome to the life of Office Lady Minfilia. Yep, she kind of just stands there, stares there all day. I'm sure she's got paperwork or something to do. I don't know, there's no paperwork on the desk. You say, is that something I should maybe do? Well, maybe if I play tomorrow, maybe we can get closer to 50. Maybe when I hit 50, that's when I'll start using the Dragoon. I'm not sure. Maybe that's smarter. Let me know what you guys think. Should I do it near, like, sooner than later? Like, start it as soon as I can, or should I wait till, like, 2.55, or wait till Heaven's Sword? What to reveal the pleasure? There have been further developments regarding the situation at Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of the highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Telija and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantages. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, the General needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I'm to stay abreast with the latest developments, issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be for the best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Monorail's research is proceeding as planned. Sorry, Tikal, my plan is to do all the base game stuff as a paladin, and then all the base game stuff as a paladin, and then when Heaven's Sword happens, do it as a dragoon. Is this technically Heaven's Sword, or is this still the base game, right? So she tells me, though I'm not familiar with the details. Oriange is poring over his tomes at the Walking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Luneth, while we focus on the task, mayhap you could assist Elfanaud and his braves with theirs? It would do so much to restore faith in the Immortal Flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those people might tightly bond to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Riel's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dah riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. Or still have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. By waiting till I'm done a quest, and then you'll have something else for me. Alright, yeah, it's still the base game. Okay, so it is still the base game to call in Andrea. I'm going to play Star Wars. My plan is to play Star Wars tomorrow morning at about 11 a.m. The Dragon 2.5 is still randomly born. So when does when does Heaven's Ward officially start? Like, I'm guessing after 2.5. I'm just quickly looking at the list here. So 2.5 ends with the quest before the dawn. I'm guessing that is the end of base game. Okay, I got 2, maybe 3 more episodes before Heaven's Ward starts. Okay. So what I might do is when I start getting near the end of 2.5.5, when I start getting near the end of it, the last couple missions, I'll switch to my Dragoon. That's my plan. Welcome to Read Quest. Oh, this is all a bunch of read quests there, Fed? Yay, reading! That's what I've learned. The story in this game is you fight a 5-minute battle and then you talk to people for the next 6 hours. Kind of how it goes. Not that I'm complaining. What am I doing? I see lots of space. Alright. What are you guys doing here? Everyone's just chilling over here. Cool. What are you doing here? You should be in the Waking Sands. Okay, they're discussing something. So pleasure as always, Lunith. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it? Actually, I had another task in mind for him. If you'd be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit. Alright then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons, what found their ways into refugees' hands a ways back. Yeah, I remember that was that merchant thing, right? That's Final Fantasy XIV. A little bit of fighting, a whole lot of reading. Yeah, the dragon. I get that. Yeah, my plan is to call is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to hop in, play some Star Wars or some Final Fantasy. Maybe get a couple more levels. It seems like you're getting like a couple levels every dungeon. So if you do a few dungeons, that'd be good. Get a small bit of change dialogue from 2.55 onwards, if you do the Dragon quest by that point. Okay, so maybe before I do 2.55, I'll do the Dragoon quest. Maybe that's what I'll do. Before the Dawn is the last Realm Reborn quest. Sorry, I just want to check that. Yeah, before it's a last Realm Reborn quest. Okay, so it is officially that. Okay. Wait, Raz, it's funny every time you get done watching a Final Fantasy live stream, you end up playing Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy VI is... Well, yes, 6 is good. 6 is good. You can't play Final Fantasy because game of story ain't your thing. Yes. They have such... Well, I mean, some games have better stories than others. Still, I think... Some people might not like it, but might not agree with me, but I think 9's still my favorite. 9 and 8 are still my 2 favorite Final Fantasy games. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons. Okay, yeah. So it happens we caught wind of something promising. A rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketer pulled up near Highbridge. Okay. Doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind that merchant was what caught an arrow while talking to Lunith, didn't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if ye want to be sure, we might prudent to intervene before they collect their goods. Savvy? Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black market here as well as his clients. What say you, Lunith? I say nothing and just nod. There we go. Then it's settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilberd in Highbridge and intervene with the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. All right. Oh, Metal Gear. I still remember. I think it was the 4th Metal Gear game where like the end of the game was like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours of videos, I think. Which is, I mean, I love the story of that game too. It's pretty fun. Oh, Andrew, you're you're currently playing through Final Fantasy IX for the first time, I really liked that game. I won't say anything about it, but I really liked it. I really did. What about the Kingdom Hearts there, the Dragon? I really like the Kingdom Hearts series. I haven't played through all of them yet. I got like those packs for like PS3 and PS4 that's got like all the games in them and stuff. I haven't played through all of them yet. I haven't played through 3 yet at all. Even though I've got like a cloth poster up in my room, in my computer room right here, I still haven't played it. Bought it day one. Still haven't touched it. Just don't have time. But again, a game I really need to play because again, a really good series. But I hear like the last one didn't have as many like Final Fantasy characters and stuff in it, and like its lore gets so confusing. Oh, okay. Return to Alexandria after the beginning of Electria and the other continent. Yeah. You're what? Halfway through then? A little more then? Yeah, Final Fantasy IX is really good. And again, a lot of people I knew when I was playing it when it came out didn't like Final Fantasy VIII very much. I really, really enjoyed Final Fantasy VIII. That was a really good game. And I like the card game in Final Fantasy VIII quite a bit. 14, 10, 9, 5, 3, 6, 4, 7, 8, 12, 1, 13, 2, 11. That order. Never played 15. 15 is pretty good. Again, I only played about the first third of it. Man, I start a lot of games. I don't finish a lot of games. That's my problem. I don't finish a lot of games. You love Final Fantasy VIII there, Andrea? Good. But yeah, I'd have to agree. 10's really good. 9's amazing. 5 I don't remember as much. 3... I'd have to... Again, a lot of the like NES, Super NES era, they kind of blend together for me. So I'd have to look at what's going on. I know 6 was probably the ones I really liked the most out of those ones. 7 was good, but it was my first like big, huge like JRPG that I really got into. 12 was good too. Oh my gosh, they're all so good. That's the thing, is like even like the worst, like 2 or 13, they're still wait, triple triads in this game? Oh, where can I go play triple triad? I need to play triple triad. Anyway. But yeah, even like some of the worst Final Fantasy games are still better than a lot of other games. Oh, fake joined. Lunith, my scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath the man of your standing, and the commander needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men have ever need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he would come to rely on you without hesitation. Alright, let's complete that. The only Final Fantasy you played was Final Fantasy II and enjoyed it a lot. That's good. Yeah, 2 is alright. But again, depends on the 2 you're thinking of, because like North American 2 was different than the Japanese 2, because I think the numbers got all really confused. Alright, let's is eager to bring back Marketeer and his clients' cohorts of justice. So now then, we should make for the Burning Wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure the clients do not escape. With me, Lunith. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. To the one with the dwarf world. Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh yeah, I'm trying to rack my brain around this. Man, maybe I should just go through and play all the Final Fantasy games in order. There's a place for fun to get. Oh, the Golden Saucer. Yes, I've not been to the Golden Saucer yet. Where is it? Thanaland? Can't remember where it is. I've not been there. Okay, where am I going? I'm going this way. No, I don't want to go to Horizon. Yeah, I need to go to the Golden Saucer. Oh, gosh. Am I in the middle of a mission here? Oh, I think we're... Oh, that's a level sinking. Okay, don't care about that. That's a fate. Oh, you're not getting the Mass Effect Legendary Edition? You're planning on getting Final Fantasy 21? Or Final Fantasy F121? Yeah, I'm really excited for F121. That definitely looks like they're really putting a bunch of work into the story part of the game. I can get there through a quest in Ul'dah? Ooh! Or did you go the long way? I'll probably still go the long way anyways, eventually. Alright, you know what? Let's fight some of these Mirror Knights. Apparently part of a fate. Okay, let's level sync then. Yeah, let's do this. You only live once. Man rides through. Okay. They failed. Oh, okay. That's okay. Apparently we failed a fate. There we go. Things I can take you out. Okay, Hilbert, let's talk with you. I think it was North America because you played it on your PS2. Oh. Oh, your games were stolen. That's never fun. That's never fun when stuff like that happens. I don't know why people steal things. Not nice. Alright, so let's see. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create the distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the black marketeer unawares. And once you dispose of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Let's be off. Good luck, my friend. Nope. You didn't finish a dungeon. Do I subscribe to the... Oh, the theory... Is that the theory that Squall died when he got hit with the sorceress's magic and like the rest of it's just like a dream? Is that the theory you mean? If so, there is some merit to it. I'm not sure if that's what they meant, but it would be kind of cool, not gonna lie. It's all just a fever dream. Let's take up this hired thug. Who goes there? An adventurer? Oh, that's a Squall's dead theory. Okay, what's the other theory? The Alta Masira theory, then. Damn fool. We should have never come here. Or you should have never come here. Okay, well, I'll kill you then. Ooh! Ooh! That Riona becomes... Oh! I don't know if I've read that theory yet. Is that... I don't think that's hinted at all, though. Oh, you're watching a video where someone referenced it in the director of the game? Yeah, I know the director of the game has said that he didn't die, he was just really hurt and stuff like that. But fan theories are sometimes just as fun. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look into that theory, Andrea. I don't think I've heard that one yet. Right. Where's the hired thug? They're carrying F119 and the old F1 games from the EA era. Yeah, they'll totally do. They'll do some the next Formula 1 game, or maybe not this year, but the next couple of years. They'll do some ideas from the other EA sports games. I'm sure they'll do that. But yeah, this year I don't, because EA just bought Codemaster, so I don't know if they could implement any of that stuff yet. But we'll see. So audience interpretation is more important than author intent. That is true. It's sometimes that can be true. I mean, when you look at heck, look at some books I had to read like in like English class back in high school and stuff. The authors didn't quite mean it like that, but that's how people interpreted it. But 8 story is so much better. Man, I should go through 8 again. I do have it on PC now. Maybe I should do like a Final Fantasy playthrough where I play through a bunch of Final Fantasy games or something. I don't know. That could be kind of fun. That'd be long though. Oh my gosh, that series would go on for like forever. All right, I don't understand. What's this all about? Yeah. Right. What are we doing here? Waiting outside the tunnel entrance? You hard to disagree on that, Tico? I'd say yes and no. Sometimes like because some writers of sorry, I have to take a pause from the game for a second, but yeah, some writers will say that what the story is 100% what it is, and then some of them will straight up say that like however you interpret it is the way it needs to be interpreted. So it really depends on the author, I'd have to say. Some authors, yeah, they're very like, this is what it means, this is what I meant by it, and this is how you should take it. And yeah, some are just not like that. Some want you to see what you see. Some people will see different things, but those are kind of the stories that are a little bit more open-ended, I'd almost say. Yeah, he is more of a this is what I mean guy. So yeah, I think when it comes to like Final Fantasy VIII, they had and probably most of the Final Fantasy games, they had like a this is what the story is. We can have fan theories. Fan theories are fun, but most of the time when it comes to video games, I usually take them at face value, unless there's multiple endings, and then you get to pick your favorite one. Yeah, the blue magic is epic in 8. Oh man. Although my first time through, I barely used her. I'm not gonna lie. It was all about the princess. I don't want to say the name just in case. The main guy started with the Z. Vivi and Steiner were my 4. Andre's just salty because he didn't think of himself. maybe. Yeah, Zachary. Music is definitely most musicians say their music is whatever you feel, whatever the person that is experiencing the emotions that tie into that music feel. Movies are usually more literal, but some books, again, it depends on the book, depends on the story. And then even some games, they just don't have times that like they'll have loose ends that the developers don't think of. And like when you're making a 60-hour game, you know, you can't really fine-tune every little aspect sometimes, and some things will slip through the cracks, and some things like the death of Squall, like I could see without talking to the director at all, you could see how, oh, that could be a fan theory, right? And it's fun to speculate on things like that. Oh, but as you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. But before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard. And to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander would be so disappointed. Oh, it's okay, don't worry. Dang it all. Golden opportunity wasted. As for our clients, though we know not how they slept past our perimeter, at present the first company is currently tracking a party of dust-right sellswords. We suspect it may be them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the Immortal Flames or the Brass Blades. Alas, we're here to aid them. They're not in position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapons, yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. Alright, let's complete that. So it says made the RPG out of the Anne Rice's vampire books. I mean, the Masquerade series kind of is, in a sense, there, right, Wraith? I know there's some tabletop RPGs kind of based on, not literally based on her work, but like loosely based on her work. That type of vampire kind of thing. But yeah, I want more RPGs. Actually, I'm starting to get more into tabletop RPGs. Starting to look more into that. Yeah, the Dragon. Yeah, Vampire the Masquerade, and there's a sequel coming out too, I believe. And then there's something else that just came out for Vampire the Masquerade, like a novella, like a gaming game, like a choose your own adventure kind of novella thing on Steam, I believe. But yeah, Vampire the Masquerade. There's a sequel coming out, and that, which is also Vampire the Masquerade. Anyone should play that. It's an amazing game. Loved it. Play as a Nosferatu, and you have to hide in the sewers all day and eat rats. All right, so I had nothing more than have this incident forgotten. I know. Not a lot of experience. So again, I'm only getting like 4,000 experience from these missions, and I need like 1 million or 1.8 million to level up. Okay, I will join the first in their hunt for the Duskrite Cell Swords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask you to deliver the weapons to Ul'dah in my stead, and trust them to the thirds, Yuhase, and we can take care of the rest. And then we can move that. I keep forgetting we can move that. Alright, so let's take the weapon cache. Wait, what? Oh, the dragon, I didn't realize the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 was scrapped. They started over a few months ago. I did not know that. Ooh, again, 100% okay with that. If a team is working on a game, and it's not going the way they want it to, or it's just not working properly, or whatever, and they scrap it, 100% okay with that. The same as what was that, Metroid Prime 4? They did the same thing where they scrapped the game and started over again. I would rather that than them to push out like a half-baked game that isn't really worth it, right? It might suck, but there's a million other games to play. So I'd rather a game be delayed or canceled than to come out being bad. We're in an age where we're spoiled for the amount of games that come out. We don't want another, unfortunately, Cyberpunk kind of incident where a game account came out really broken. Which sucks. You know the devs worked really hard on that game. Yeah, the Dragon, I've only really played D&D as a tabletop game. Ooh, is this like a dungeon or something? Oh, no, can't be. Probably not. Maybe, I don't know. Or am I in the wrong mission? Nope, I'm in the wrong mission. Okay, that's why. I have to go to Ul'dah. Also some text-based Vampire the Masquerade RPGs? Cool. I know there's one that was like a video one where way back in the day you watched a video and there was something with that. Oh, Andromeda. Sorry. Like the one Mass Effect. Yeah. Andromeda wasn't as bad as... Yeah, it wasn't as bad. It was bad in comparison to the other three. I think that was it. Like, it wasn't horrible. Again, I didn't finish it, but that's more only because the story itself wasn't... I didn't really get as engaged with that. Oh, and John, I haven't played Cyberpunk myself. Thankfully, I had it pre-ordered for PS4. I was gonna get it for PS4. Thankfully, I canceled that pre-order. There's Easter eggs all over the place. Oh, you guys were talking about the Easter event. Okay, so there's eggs all over the place. Cool. Yeah, I decided not to get it. I'm really thankful I did because apparently it's broken as heck on PlayStation. And then even on PC, it was really broken. I had some friends that picked it up for PC. I figured I'm like, I got a million things I want to play. I'll just wait like a couple months until it's patched and all fixed up. Because every game that comes out at launch is usually a little broken. But thankfully I waited a little bit longer. No, I'll wait. I'm sure it'll be good when I play it, but I'll wait. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend of the Crystal Braves. I love that they're just hanging out with the Easter stuff. My deepest thanks for your assistance in Coerthus. Now that what brings you to us this day? Oh, I got compensated. Great. Let's hand it over. What'd you call it? You had it from PC for like 2 days and had to refund it? Yeah, I get that. A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilberd, you say? Understood. Once we've cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Ryle started with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. Uh-oh. A blatant falsehood. Certainly is unfamiliar with the ways of Ul'dah merchants. Whoever strives to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful for this information and not completely erroneous. In that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. That's good. Still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we've got more information, or more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch and not to seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the Corellium processing plant. Time for the Fourth to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, for the freedom of all. Ugh. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the mortal flames will hear of your contribution until we meet again. Do I do that? Can I do the salute? No, I'm not part of them, so maybe not. Luneth, a word if it please ye. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time. Don't ye worry. I'm standing in an egg. You smashed that egg, Luneth. Also, Andrea, I love this armor you got on. Looks cool. Alright, where are we headed to? Just around the corner, I believe? Yeah, not far. Walk that far. But yeah, it was really... I've got high hopes for them cleaning up Cyberpunk and eventually making it a great game. And they've already announced that they're going to be doing more Witcher games and more Cyberpunk games, so very excited for that. And Witcher Season 2 finished shooting. Hopefully that'll be out this fall or winter. Excited for that. Oh, is this what crafting looks like when you're crafting? You sit there and actually sew something. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, you must be jewel crafting, I'm guessing. That's what this would be. Oh, you still didn't have that. And again, if you're having fun with it and you're not running into bugs and stuff with Cyberpunk Dragon, that's awesome. Like, I had a couple friends on PC that had some really game-breaking ones. So they're the ones that they told me they were having fun with it, but to wait off a little bit. You just need to have the cops show up and kill everyone when there were no witnesses. Apparently they patched. I was reading the patch notes, and they fixed that a little bit. They don't teleport directly on top of you anymore, I guess. But yeah, no, I had some friends that played it on PC. A couple that loved it and didn't have any problems. A couple that had major problems and had to refund it. A couple friends on PlayStation that just couldn't even play the game. One of my friends on PS5 that couldn't play the game. A couple of friends on playing it on Xbox that couldn't play it. Like it was all over the place, and that's why for some games I've decided I'm gonna wait. 99% of the time, I'm always the guy that I will buy the game day of. I will pre-order the game, even though people say don't pre-order them, but I will pre-order games and I will play them day of. But as I'm getting older, I'm doing that a little bit less and less. I'm waiting like a week or two before they come out and see how they're working and then stuff like that. Unless they've got a really cool special edition, and I'll probably pick them up no matter what. But the Cyberpunk one, I ended up not being able to get the collector's edition, so that's why I didn't pick it up at all. Thanks for indulging me request, not my request. So yeah, if Final Fantasy the new expansion has like a collector's edition with like a statue and stuff, I will 100% try to be all over that. A few places better than a market for privacy. I find all the hustling and the bustling while commerce means other conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the Burning Wall, when ye and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out. Are they still magically? No, despite there being no one around. Oh, that's not fun. That's not quite how the first told it. Those dusk rites, they be chasing. Last word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw him yourself? Not before the fighting started, and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my bones. If I'm not draft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts, or information is reliable. Our information was reliable. I know he purchased those weapons. Uh-oh. As if I've never deciphered a moneylender's book, or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started. Believe me, the commander wanted assurances that we were taking the gill from the wrong sort of benefactors. Because these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Oh. There's already like someone in our ranks that's misleading us. Anyways, forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, best get back to it. Alright. Lunith, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested by the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you are able. Okay. Honestly, when it comes to Cyberpunk, I know you're saying, yeah, Dragon, you said that it's in the ripening phase. I'll probably pick it up when Sony puts it back on their store, because that was just crazy that they actually took it off their store. I didn't think that was going to happen, but when they put it back, that'll probably show me that it's working enough to actually be working. Yeah, you only pre-order when you 100% know you get it anyway, even though only begrudgingly there, Andrea. Yeah, if they have some bonuses attached to it. Yeah, that's usually I'll pre-order a game when I can get like a nice collector's edition or something with some statues and stuff. It's usually when I'll pre-order it. To call it all, yeah. Sometimes it's easy to find a physical collector's edition. Sometimes it's those rare times that like after you get a collector's edition or after the first initial run, then you can't find any at all. That's what I'm always scared. I sometimes have a fear of missing out, FOMO as people call it. So I'm always worried about that. If it's something I really want, and if it's something like I really want, but I just really care about, like say it's a statue. I'll go online and just buy the statue after. Or for some games, I won't buy the statue that comes with the game. Sometimes aren't as nice, and I'll spend like the extra like what I would have spent on the pre-order for the game. I'll spend that on like a nicer statue or something. Only thing 100% pre-ordered was this game. Oh, with this game the collector's editions are pretty easy to get. Okay. Yeah, see, I was going to ask you guys when it starts getting closer. It should be probably, I'm guessing, announced pretty soon when they do like a big collector's edition. If do they make a lot of them? Do they sell out in like a day? I'm curious on how that works. Tataru, so thank you for coming so quickly, Lunith. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most determined lady, by all indications. All right, let's complete that. Oh, you'll order Endwalker with a statue. See, I won't even get the Endwalker content for like a million years, and I'll still. Oh, they don't sell it super fast. Good. Okay. Well, I'll still try to pick it up as soon as I can because I want to make sure I get it. Oh, okay. So Andrea said Shadowbringers sold out quickly, but then it took a while to get back restocked. Okay. Yeah, I'll get the physical collector's edition if they come with like a cool statue. I'm sure they will. Rising Chorus. Valerie seems eager to escort you to the Solar. Okay, what's going on here? Our guest is with Minfilia in the Solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? We shall. We shall. Actually, you just disappeared. You're like a ninja. That's real. You're a ninja. Alright. Hey, everybody. Hey, Lucia. You're not gonna chop me up with that awesome sword, is it? Looks to be dungeon time? Uh-oh.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. I believe the two of you have met.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard-Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Gallian fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Urianger has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard-Soma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard-Soma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept?
Of course I do.
We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Whoa. Dragon's roaring. This can't be good. Well, forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. Okay. If Urianger stated that, or what we now call the Keeper of the Lake, is the wreckage of the Agrius, a former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was this force that all thought all thought his victory was a foregone conclusion. I think there's a video of this, right? Like a cinematic trailer of this battle. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. The dragon, legendary guardian of the Silver Tier Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what later became known as the Battle of the Silver Tier Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Icarus. Yep, okay, good to call. I think I remember that. Yeah. In the assuring struggle, the flagship engines failed and it tumbled to the lake below, yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. The same explosion transformed Silver Tier Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing aether for malms around. Yet the remnant of the lake remains in its center, a constant reminder of the fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Amaric's wishes, the Doman allies have been standing watch over the keeper of the lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Okay, be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now let us not neglect our own task. There is much to be done and precious little time to do it. It's in the 1.0 trailer? Okay, so that was something that took place during like the Final Fantasy XIV before Realm Reborn. Okay. Looks like dungeon time. Yeah. You remember when you waited in line for a physical collector's edition of Wrath of the Lich King? Man, I remember I worked at several different game stores where I ran midnight launches. I ran a midnight launch at a future shop for StarCraft. That was really fun. I did lots of little fun events and made up a trailer to be playing in the store. I like that, trying to have fun with it. And then, yeah, went to countless ones myself. I still remember, I don't know if I told this story before, but my Final Fantasy XII took 10 years, okay, 10 years before 1.0. And 1.0 was 5 years before this game, yes. That's the timeline. Oh yeah, that's my plan is to, I was looking at the time, I'm like, yeah, you know what, yeah, I got time to go over a little bit longer today. Make up for shorter episodes before. We'll be able to do it. But yeah, when I went to get a Final Fantasy XII from an EB Games, which is a GameStop in Canada, it's the same company. I remember there was 3 of us. We showed up about an hour before the store was going to open for the midnight launch, and there was only like 3 of us, and all 3 of us were very confused, thinking that we had the wrong day for Final Fantasy. We're like, it's a Final Fantasy game. Where is everybody? But it turns out there's just 3 of us showed up for a midnight launch. Very sad by that. But I've also been to ones that like you'd have like 40 people, 50 people show up. I don't remember the last one I went to. You're in luck, sir. I was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. Of late, I've seen small airships lightly of the Castrum Centauri come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from the wreckage. The Castrum supply lines have been cut off for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts for other equipment. Oh, there's an EB... Oh, I didn't realize there was actual EB Games in the States. So I know EB Games was a Canadian company that got bought by GameStop. And yeah, Babbage's? I haven't heard of them before. Yeah, like I worked for EB Games. I actually ran in EB Games for a while too. And yeah, all my checks said it was all GameStop. All of it. We actually there was one part GameStop tried to come in with the GameStop name to Canada, and I worked at an EB Games in a mall, and then they opened up a GameStop in the mall, and then we'd have customers go from one to the other, being like, "Oh, their prices are better. No, their prices are better." And all of them had the same sticker. Like they literally, all of them said EB Games on the sticker. Even their store said EB Games on the sticker. It was hilarious. Yeah, they have the 3 in the same mall for what? No reason they have all 3 in the same mall. It was ridiculous. Crazy. So it's true then. The Ishgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again? Uh-oh, I don't want them. Oh, you can see it. Well, from here it seems rather unlikely, but if it's assurance you want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creature which inhabited the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans, who won't take kindly to your presence. They'll sure to fire upon an airship, so I advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base, and then climb to the top. It's the only viable approach, I'd say. All right. Keeper of the Lake is now accessible. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, looks like we even have a group ready to go. So I am going to take a quick drink of water and then hop into the Discord. And then we will do this. Hello, hello?
Yo.
Hey.
Hi.
Kelly and I got an Andrea here with us. Okay. So you guys ready for this?
Yeah, you got 4, so we can jump right in.
All right. Oh yeah. Hi. Hey, how's it going?
Also note you saw the cutscene with Midgard Sommer earlier in the campaign as well. Gaius had a flashback.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. That's what I remember. It wasn't that long ago I saw it.
It's like the first time you traveled to another one of the city-states.
Oh, okay. There we go. With that, hit join. We're gonna do this. Yeah. I'll pretend to be a tank. Yeah, no, I like how they do that. And I really got to go through on my own sometime through the story again. Oh my gosh, goodness.
Pop some food if you got it.
Oh yes. Thanks for the reminder. I'm really bad at forgetting that. Doesn't look like this dragon's gonna wake up anytime soon, but hey, it's a Final Fantasy game. You never know. And yeah, the dragon definitely gonna have fun. Oh, that dungeon? Uh-oh. Let's eat some food.
It ain't that bad.
Alright, where are we going? Okay, straight line. Ooh, fighting crabs.
Also, one interesting thing, all the dragons are aliens in this game.
What?
Don't
spoil it. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have said that.
Don't worry, I'll forget it in no time. They're always something different anyways. Otherworldly. Whoop.
Wait, that was a spoiler? I thought that was revealed in a lore book, not a actual in-game.
Yeah, but
no, it's plenty in-game.
He probably hasn't read the lore book, and you don't learn about that until like Stormblood.
There's lore books?
Yeah, there's lore books.
Ooh, I like lore books.
Now that is something you probably ain't gonna be able to find.
Yeah. Oh, like an actual. It's not in game. It's an actual physical book.
Yeah, no, it's a physical book that they sell.
Oh man,
like
okay.
$60 or something. And
Gosh,
you can't
no.
hardly find it anymore.
Nope.
I had an ship from Japan.
There's actually 2 of them.
Yeah, I got the other one on the EU store, but the volume 1 I got from Japan.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, okay.
And also my game crashed.
That's really cool.
Oh.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. Like, if they start selling, like, well, I'm sure they have them available for this game. But art books and stuff, I totally pick up a bunch of those.
They got those too.
Yeah. I've got, oh my gosh, my desk at work, which I miss so much. I have like so many art books from games and movies.
Yeah, they typically come with collector's editions, but they do sell some standalone.
Heading back in.
Okay. It's so convenient these bridge things keep falling over.
No, right? It's like somebody do that.
Let's say this giant frog thing did it. Very nice of it. Hey, crabs. Seafood and yeah. Oh my gosh. I think I should get sushi tonight. Now I'm hungry. Gosh, now I'm really hungry. Sometimes this game just makes me hungry. It's food night. Same as playing Final Fantasy XV. It always made me hungry because you'd have to like stop and cook food. And it looks so good.
They went overboard with it. They actually have actual ramen in a couple noodles and stuff.
yeah. There was a DLC for like an actual company and stuff. Yeah.
Like, y'all took the product placement too far. oh, I'm missing the hunt train. Hold up.
But they look so sad when they're dead.
And I'm back.
Oh, hold on a second, Kate.
No, I said I'm back.
Oh, okay, you're back. Okay. Oh, looks like a boss. Okay.
If you remember classic PS1 games, you'll remember this guy's name.
In Hander? I don't remember the look of it. What's this from? Or is it just a name?
Just a name.
Okay.
There's an old PS1 game called Einhander.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That was an action game, wasn't it?
Like a space shooter or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yes. And it had the really weird cover on it and stuff. Yeah. No. I remember that.
Spinning around, thank you.
It was kind of like a Gladius kind of thing.
Please stop spinning the bus around.
Okay. Oh, what? Oh, oops. Might not do, I'm being bad. I should be a tank. Okay, pay attention to me. Thank you. Guessing I don't want to stand by these things that are glowing.
Do not.
You don't.
Oh, ouch. Is it holding a giant gun?
Yep.
Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't this bird horn thing have a giant gun? It makes sense. Then it knows how to fire. We got this thing. Almost down, almost down. Actually, I don't know if you guys heard, but there's rumors that a couple studios are looking at, or a couple companies are looking at purchasing Square Enix.
I read that this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hope they said Nintendo is one of the ones that's maybe involved. I'm like, please don't let it be Nintendo. No.
I'd be a little worried if Nintendo did, just because they don't really put their games on other consoles.
That, but I'm mainly worried about it for this game because if they buy Square, they're gonna make them port this game to the Wii. I mean, sorry, the Switch. and this game already has a history of being held back by old consoles, like PS3 games. They do not want that to happen again.
Yeah, that makes sense. And especially since you guys were saying, ooh, there's the key here. Saying that it actually uses the PS5 version that downgrades to the PS4. Sorry, the PS4 is a downgraded PS5 version, which is a better way to do it. That way it doesn't hold the PC back at all.
Yeah, So they have to consider, well, we can't make it too fancy because we have to make sure it fits on the Switch.
I can see maybe again Sony or Microsoft. Microsoft's been buying figures like crazy lately. They could definitely do it.
I heard it was Sony and Tencent that were
I hope not Tencent. I'd totally 100% be okay with Sony doing it.
No. Yeah, Sony would be fine, I guess. But I kind of like SE being its own thing.
Yeah, I much rather have it be its own thing. But at least now that Sony's making their games for console or for PC now, at least you still get it for that, and hopefully they play nice like Microsoft or heck even the MLB games out on Xbox too. So
yeah, the show, I was actually surprised that they did that.
And then so maybe they'll all start playing nice again. That'd be awesome. And we can all enjoy video games. The Iron Giant. Yeah, I'm getting the Iron Giant there. Yeah, the Dragon. I like how it is. I like how Square Enix is now, but if they're, you know, that's all back end stuff, which sucks. All business stuff. Man, this is. Pay attention to me. Don't pay attention to me. These guys are tough. There you go.
Well, you are nearing Heaven's Ward content, so yeah, you think
it'll get harder and harder.
With the gear you got, it'll never be too hard, but you know, so it gets a little more tricky.
Magitech gunship.
That was a cool fight.
Looks like kind of like its wings here. All right.
Get out! The fire stays.
Yeah, so it's not just like a little attack; it's a long attack. Okay. Oh. Okay. Kind of like drops fire along the way. Okay. Oh, the Dragon, you're scared that Square will go down the same path as like BioWare, Blizzard, and Westwood. BioWare's still doing fine.
I don't know.
The main studio is still doing fine.
Have you seen Anthem?
That was just, I think Anthem was, again, I don't want to say too much because I know some people that worked on it. They told me some things, but it was more they didn't really know so much. They couldn't really do it. It was more the studio bit off more than they could chew. Kind of a situation.
Well, why they botch it doesn't really matter all that much in the face of the fact that they did botch it after 7 years.
Yeah, that's one of those situations. They shouldn't have. That game, I don't think it should have been. It should have just not been released. They should have just took their losses and done that. Yeah, but Westwood, just went belly up. And Blizzard hasn't really done a new game in a million years. Although, they got,
I got double tapped, I'm dead.
No worries, I'm trying to stay away from this thing. Try to do my best to keep myself alive here. I don't know why Blizzard kind of... Oh, I'm down. Yay! We win.
Clutch limit breaks there. Always save the day.
Yeah, Westward was bought by EA and it got dissolved. Same as, they've done it to a few studios, which was unfortunate. And then sometimes they'll dissolve the company but rename it into something else.
There's a shortcut right by the front.
Did I miss the
You don't need to run all the way back.
Did I miss a shortcut?
Yep, it's right at the start where you respawn.
Oh, there it is. I'm half asleep today.
They put you in the last boss room that you cleared, i.e. this one.
Who knows? Maybe Final Fantasy XIV will be done after the next expansion.
Oh no, they said they keep going. They're doing all sorts of things to future-proof it.
That's good, that's good. I'm actually really liking that MMOs are being longer and longer. Oh, more of those magic things flying in the air. I like that. I like. Sometimes it feels weird, like what was it? DC Universe just had like a new expansion come out or something. And I'm like, man, I forgot that game was still around. I think it's been out for like forever. And it doesn't look like it aged well, like visually. There we go. Those things down. Yeah, the dragon. Yeah, it's still around. Yeah, just I saw today there was a trailer for the new a new expansion for it. I think I played that a little bit when it first came out. I haven't really touched it since. Your second cup of coffee there, Zachary? Yeah. Time to switch to decaf and drink more.
I've never really gotten into coffee. I've obviously have tasted coffee and had a cup of coffee before in my life, but it's just not something
I get that.
I love coffee, but I have to restrain myself to 1 or 2 cups a day. Else I'll drink like endless amounts.
Yeah, I didn't really drink it a lot, and then I worked at a bank for like a year, and there was free coffee there, so I just drank a lot of coffee, and then since then, I haven't stopped.
Yeah, I worked in a warehouse for like a month. Like it was a cold storage warehouse where they stored like flowers, like fresh flowers and stuff, and I used to get some on my little 15-minute break, but other than that, I really don't. You ever had that Cuban coffee?
I'm sure I've had it before somewhere in a little place, but not often.
Yeah, they serve them in these little small they're like smaller than shot glasses. But if you come down to Miami, man, that stuff is like rocket fuel.
Ooh. Okay, so this dragon isn't quite dead.
Not quite.
Thou hast forgotten the face of thy lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
What? Are we fighting a dragon ghost?
Among other things.
I'm guessing these guys are gonna wake up eventually. Right.
Maybe.
You can't trick me, game. They're colored properly, so they're definitely gonna have animations. Oh, look at them. They're waking up. Do I just keep on this, or should I start?
Attack the ad.
The guy is invulnerable.
Okay. Mirage Dragon? Okay. Ooh, that can't be good.
It's not good.
Usually the floor fills with one color. It's not a good thing.
Kill this thing in the middle quick.
Okay. I saw you guys hanging out in the middle here, so I thought maybe something good was going to happen.
Yeah, you keep fighting. Oh gosh. There's a whole lot going on in this fight here.
Yep.
I do love my tea also, but I've been trying to drink actually less like pop and more like I've been placing instead of having some coffee, pop or something like that for caffeine. I'll drink coffee instead. Okay. Put that shield thingy out. Man, each of these little dragons is like a boss on their own right.
Dungeons done.
More in line with what dungeons from now on will be like. This fight.
Most of them will be like, oh gosh, that was a fun one. Again, I like having a little bit more challenge to them, having so many different things going on at once.
Yeah, the reason the dungeons up to now weren't super hard, or at least the main game, because the whole main story is just a long tutorial. We're gonna show you this mechanic, and we're gonna show you this mechanic. Then when you get to the end, they're like, here's all the mechanics you're gonna see from now on. Learn them.
Just an 80-hour tutorial.
Go.
You'll be like level 73 and
stop. Sorry, I hopped out there. You hear this? Sorry, I interrupted you, Galleon.
Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
What the heck?
Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive. Seven children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end. Trickery is thy shield. This frail, noble creature is not gifted, but chosen. Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent. Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Whoa. What is happening? I had to work hard to collect those crystals.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing. Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more. The covenant binds me.
Just a little now.
I shall watch, listen, and wait. Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp. I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
Wait, you can summon... Oh, is it a new minion? I get him as a minion, but it's tiny and... What? I am more confused than ever. Okay, I just want to quickly go to... What minion guide here? Huh. Huh. What? I'm so confused. But either way, I'm going to end this stream here. So I'm going to talk with Norman Watch after this to kind of figure out what's going on. But we're going to do that next week. So next week should be next Thursday at about 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to try to go on and stream then for about 3 hours. Still from about 1 p.m. to about 4 p.m. now, Pacific Standard Time. And then also tomorrow, I'll be on at about 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to hop on and play some Final Fantasy with you guys, try to level up my Lancers. If you guys want to join me for that, maybe run some dungeons. If there's enough of us, maybe do some other events, if there's things that we can do with larger groups and stuff like that. But yeah, kind of excited to see what's going on. Yeah, he's watching me. I was not expecting that. That was definitely something I was not expecting. Yeah, thanks Andrea for joining me. Thanks to Kellyanne for joining me. Thank you Daigot for joining me. Always fun to have you guys join me. I wish it was for longer, but I'm sure we'll get down to doing more like raids and stuff like that eventually. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. And as always, until next time, keep your stick on the ice.